in every country. This one can. So I'm pretty excited about the whole industry. It is going to rock on. The things that are happening in this space, the information coming out now is dramatic, and I'm so grateful that we are launching next year. Next year is going to be a massive jump in the cryptocurrency space, and I'm very, very grateful for the efforts of Duncan and his team putting together the only merchant platform that's actually going to be functional in the cryptocurrency space. So it's going to link all the cryptocurrencies through one platform, and it will link most people in the world through that platform as well. So I'm excited, and next year, don't want to wish your life forward, but it'd be nice to be January, but we'll be a bit more patient, a bit more groundwork to do, and I'm looking forward to the journey that we're all taking and seeing where it leads us into the next 5, 10, 15, 30 years time. So exciting days ahead. Well done. Look forward to catching all you guys, what you've got to say and share, and I'm also looking forward to hearing what Duncan's got to say as well. Great stuff, guys. Back to you, Rog.
Thank you, guys. Managed to get Facebook up and live. So if you let everyone know, if you can share it all out, Facebook's running live now, guys. Thank you. Great. What I wanted to do now is I just got a couple of things to sort out here. I was going to jump straight over to Michael. Michael, do you want to give us a quick five and what's going on and what's happening and the latest updates you've got?
Yeah, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in this wonderful crypto world of ours and One Life Network. Fantastic to be a part of the Zoom. Again, Rog, thank you very, very much. Yeah, it's a very, very exciting time, as Andrew said. We've got Thailand coming up. This is going to be something really, really big. I mean, it's a bit of a central hub, and I think with all the DealShaker expos that have gone on just recently, and it's been a very, very big year. We're looking forward to a massive, massive event in Thailand. The build up to this has been quite extraordinary. You'll see the advertising, the tickets and everything out at the minute. We had a great meeting in Adelaide last night. The opportunity meeting is growing here in Adelaide. Lots and lots of people coming along, and new people getting involved in this, this excellent space to be in, the cryptocurrency space. What really excites me though is obviously the e-commerce side of it and our usability of our coin. And as I stated in the start of my talk there, this year alone, New Zealand, Japan, Singapore, Brasov, we've got Adelaide happened, and we've got Melbourne happened. Now we're going to have Thailand, then we're going to have England. Seriously, folks, this is really gaining some momentum. The new platform coming out, which we're going to hear about, that just excites me plus, because it is going to explode this next year. 2019 is just going to be so big. I can't wait for that to happen. Last night, while we were having our opportunity meeting, also for the IMAs out there, ranking extension, we got told about the extension goes now till November the 8th. So use this time, don't waste it, guys, to qualify your team and yourself and move up the ranks. Set a goal, set a plan. That's what it's all about, to build your team and move forward. We've also got obviously the wheel is still there till November the 14th. So how exciting, and thank you so much to Constantine for producing such a really, really good promotion and extending it out there to November at this stage, and giving everybody the best chance of moving themselves up, moving their team up, and while we're in this 3-month period of the OFCs, and exciting time. So I can't wait to be in Thailand. We're going over there. We've been in contact with the Thailand Organising Committee and working closely with them. So we're looking forward to this event. Can't wait to see Bruce and Minda in Dubbo and over there. That should be really, really big, and I look forward to seeing their training live. And yeah, I'm just really excited about the space of crypto. As Andrew said, look out, things are changing. You know, the Australian government is on the ball in the way of implementing the foundation for cryptocurrency. Our government, Scott Morrison and the whole government have now implemented a blockchain that was developed by the CSIRO. So we are at the at the starting line. We're really at the starting line of cryptocurrency, and that is really exciting, because it'd be like being in a marathon with 200 people, and you're at the front of the line waiting for the gun to go off. You're not at the back of the line trying to see what's going on. We're at the front, and that's the exciting part. So yeah, thanks, Rog.
Thanks,
Maybe
Michael.
people in Thailand in a few weeks' time, and maybe we can bring a report from Thailand, because I know it's going to be big. They've got 80 to 100 merchants secured already, and they've still got another 3 weeks to build even further. So thanks, everyone, and yeah, can't wait to see us over there in Thailand.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks a lot. Okay, now I'm going to zap. I'm going to come from Australia back to the UK. Social Dave, I wonder if you could just give us a quick update on, how you're doing with the of your LinkedIn courses and that sort of thing, and how it's changed your business since you actually joined the DealShaker platform.
Thanks, Roger. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, world. I think it's fair to say now, judging by the where various people are tuning into. Yeah, what can I say? I've been on the DealShaker platform for a couple of months. I think I sold my first token back in possibly July, I think, to be fair, July, early August. I've now got just over 416 coins in my company One Life account. That's over 11,000 euros in just a little over 2 months. And that's working with people, again, from around the world. I'm selling a service, not a product. I deliver the service. I can deliver the service online. That's what's a beautiful thing for me as well with the DealShaker, because I've got a worldwide audience, a worldwide customer client base, and I can deliver the services worldwide. So I'm doing it on Zoom. I can do it to anyone from anywhere. It's brilliant. And like I say, I've just been checking actually, and over 11,000 euros worth of business in just a little over 3 months. And that's all money to me. That's no advertising cost. That's because I'm doing it for 100% coin. Why not? It's again, as Andrew was saying, we're in at the beginning. We're in at the start of something that's only going to get bigger, only going to get wider. I'm really excited to find out more tonight about the proposals for the DealShaker as well, and how that platform's going to evolve and change. Because so far it's been a great start for me. And as I say, with what I've generated so far at an early stage, I just can't see. I can't see where it's going to go wrong, because it fits so well, dovetails so well into my business as well. The whole thing for me has just been great. So I'm just looking forward to finding out more tonight from Duncan, finding out how things are going to progress, and again looking forward to the early part of next year. I don't want to wish the year away, but certainly looking forward to post Christmas and how things develop. So yeah, that's basically it. As I say, Roger, over 400 coins in just a few months. It's been great. And as the coin value's gone up, because some of the early my early courses were done before the coin price increase, I've actually benefited from that as well, because the coins have been sat. I was getting a higher number of coins for the courses, so I've benefited there as well. So yeah, double bubble, double bonus. So yeah, I'm a happy social Dave.
Cool. Double dipping. Yeah, but thank you very much, Dave. Absolutely fantastic. Right, I was going to jump over to Duncan. Duncan, could you come on now and just sort of run through what you wanted to discuss? I just wanted to say I was lucky enough to be invited on Saturday to a training with Duncan, and a big thank you to Mania for getting us on there, and it was absolutely fantastic. What I wanted to do is, Duncan, if you could do this through now, and then we'd do a Q&A at the end, would that be good?
Perfect.
Yeah, okay. All right, then. The floor's open.
Okay, fantastic. Guys, I'm very happy to share my screen later on to show you what the new DealShaker looks like, if you're keen. Just to say that new DealShaker is very different to old DealShaker. We've added 108 new functionalities. It's 440 web pages as opposed to the 20. Can you hear me?
You could come a bit closer to your, it was starting to break up a little bit. Like you had a...
Okay. I'm in Sophia and the internet connection is really bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off audio and just talk. Is that all right?
That's fine. Yeah, cool.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me better?
That's better.
Okay. All right. New DealShaker is completely unrecognizable from old DealShaker. What we've put together is something completely different. You might have heard of the franchise model, whereby we decentralized it. I know, Damien, you're very interested in a Australian franchise. Australia is a very big country. KYC becomes decentralized. People signing on to the site for the first time can be KYC'd and buy coins. I'm sure you guys can hear me. You all look very confused.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, just shout if I need to go and fetch some headphones. Functionality that we've built in includes rating of merchants. The search functionality completely worked. Roger would have seen how much slicker and everything else it looks. It's definitely a whole new ball game, and the best part is it's just about ready. It's very much like moving into a new house. Everything's done. You want to go, you're excited. It's absolutely perfect, but the water hasn't been connected. I expect everything to be ready for a soft launch on what's going to be called newdealshaker.com, either on Friday or Monday. Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're fine, Duncan.
Okay. Apologies about the internet connection. It keeps fading in and out.
Cool. Just go for it.
Okay, for it. Generally, everything good about every other merchant platform is available on the new DealShaker, including automated KYC. So anybody logging onto DealShaker for the first time as pedestrian traffic can be KYC'd. Remember that also turns you on as a One Life member. That takes away all the pain that anybody's ever had in terms of their KYC via Sophia. We have full auction, instant messaging, and just about any other function that you might have. In fact, if I can share my screen, I'd like to share a video with you. Oh, except Roger went and disabled it.
I haven't disabled share.
It says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Really?
Okay, try again. I'll turn that on. No. Okay. Well, anyway, you all know what it is. I'm going to be in Thailand. I'm going to be doing some pretty intensive training. It's all very exciting. So you guys know what we're looking at. So my favorite part of any kind of this presentation is the questions. So maybe we should launch into that.
Okay. I don't know why you can't share the screen. I'm sorry about that.
No problem at all. If you send me a list of all the participants later, I'll send a link. Or I'll send it to you and you can share it with whoever you like. Even easier.
Send it across and we'll put it out on we can put it out local somehow or other. We can hit everyone out with it. No, absolutely no bother whatsoever.
Okay, or even better, I can send the boss link right now through the chat.
Okay. Yeah, no, send it through the chat, and I'll
Yeah. And bring on the questions, my favorite part of any interaction.
Okay. Duncan likes a bit of interaction, guys. So, you know, open up some bits so we can get some story. But I've got a couple here. Duncan, it's best if it comes from you, actually, because I actually know the answers to a lot of these because you covered a lot of it. But many people who are not networkers who've bought packages in the past, okay, they've got coins. And basically what they want to know is, can they spend their coins? And like, you know, if there's cash needed as well, is there a method that they can just use cash or debit card or whatever? Could you explain that one?
Yeah, no, certainly they can, Roger. New DealShaker functions on PayPal for the cash portion.
Okay.
So just about anybody who has a debit, credit card, or bank account in the world can use it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Another interesting point I might add, which you would have heard on Saturday night, is current DealShaker, you need to spend up to 50% on ones. That's
Yes.
just now being reduced to 10% in order to drive merchants onto the platform. Another interesting point is that merchants have preferential access to the exchange. And the more coin the merchant accepts, the more access they have to the exchange.
Okay, thanks, Duncan. There was another question around here as well. Someone mentioned today that there was a flyer floating around somewhere. I don't know, it was on Facebook or something about 800,000 online merchants. Are they? Do you know, is this referring to DealShaker? Is there a load to be all more or less uploaded onto DealShaker very, very soon?
That's news to me. I don't think it's official. I certainly haven't seen it.
Okay.
It might be somebody speculating about how many merchants might be loaded once the new DealShaker is loaded.
Right.
We have, when I took over, we saw a spike in terms of how many merchants were registering. That has gone down, and the principal reason is given that they're waiting for the new DealShaker.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Another question we had here. Will the platform, another one I know as well, will the platform accept other currencies, IAs and other cryptocurrencies?
Within a few months, I hope so, yes. It's always going to accept one, but the facility to accept other cryptos will be there.
Duncan, could you just look now to see if you can share your can actually share now?
Okay. Oh, I can. Fantastic.
Okay, I'll let you play it then. We'll see if it plays. If it doesn't play cleanly from there, we can do it here.
Hello, you guys there?
We're here. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. I can't see you. But anyway, that's what new DealShaker looks like. It's nice, it's slick, it's very easy to use. As I said on Saturday, Roger, if you can use Facebook, you can use the new DealShaker on the front and the back end.
Okay. All right. Another question I've been hit here, and then I'm going to put it over to the panel if they can ask a few questions and that sort of thing as well. Could you just explain a little bit about the KYC, what you explained to us about Duma, etc., and how it's going to work, and how it's going to make everything so much easier for everyone?
KYC has always been one of the most difficult elements of DealShaker. I've heard horror stories of people taking up to 13 months in order to get a merchant or a deal approved. We've taken that pain away by outsourcing KYC to a third party, Vimeo. So anybody who logs onto DealShaker for the first time, or who actually wants to join the One Life network for the first time, can KYC automatically in front of their PC. This is some very sophisticated technology. What it does is it asks you to show a flash of your passport in front of the cam. It takes a photo, checks the security features, and it asks for a photo of your head, and then goes and matches all the biometrics recorded on your passport. That gives you instant access to DealShaker and automatically makes you a One Life member. So problematic KYC is a thing of the past.
Fantastic. And that's correct. It'll work for merchants and that sort of thing on DealShaker. And am I right in saying that it'll work also for normal people's KYC as well?
That's right, yes. There's a small cost involved, but it's a lot less hassle than dealing with fear for 6 to 8 months in a worst case scenario. Okay. If you want a 6 to 8 months hassle, that's there. It's for free, but I'd advise paying whatever the small amount is.
Okay. Sorry. Right. Panel, has anyone on there got questions? Yeah. Fire away, guys.
Hi, Duncan. Michael Yo. Just wondering, in Thailand, will you be doing like a training of DealShaker verifiers that have already done the training in Sophia? Will you be doing something a little bit more intensive, or will that just be what you basically did in Korea and that?
No, there will be a lot more intensive training. We are preparing some pretty intensive webinars, also some pretty intensive online training. Starting in Thailand, we'll be walking people through the system in order to make sure that everybody knows exactly what they're doing. Yeah. As I've said, it's not difficult. If you can use Facebook and use new DealShaker. And an important thing to remember about new DealShaker is that it appears in the country where you log into, in the local language and also in the local currency.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks. I can't wait to meet you in Thailand. Should be good.
Oh, well, Vietnam, I think.
I'll be in Thailand and at the expo in from December 1 to 3. I'm not sure about Vietnam. I haven't heard anything there yet. That's probably something to do with Simon.
Okay, I'm sure I'm probably going to be at both, so I'd like to meet you either.
Yeah, cool. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hi, Duncan. It's Damien from Adelaide, Australia. Can you hear us all right?
Yeah.
I was just wondering about your auctions that you've got up on the new platform. Is that can you put a reserve on these items at the auction, and can you set the times that how long the auction's going to last for?
Yes, exactly the same as eBay.
And to people, say if you did it 100% coin, will they have to have coins in their back office to be able to bid?
Yes, but at the same time they can buy coin in order to be able to bid.
Awesome. One of the other questions I had too was on your messaging application in the back office of the DealShaker. Are you going to be able to send attachments? As example, say you sold a house, contracts for houses and things like that.
Yes, you will, depending on what package you have. But that certainly has been built in.
Awesome. So you're going to be buying different size packages in the DealShaker platform, is that correct?
Well, DealShaker as it is now is free. If you want your message to appear before others, and if you want to be able to send messages to all users, you pay a slight bit more.
So that's like a 12-month fee or something like that? Is that
No,
what it
no,
would
it's
be?
a weekly fee, and it's 5 to 20 euro.
520 euro.
No, 5 to 20 euro.
Gotcha.
In order to come up first in terms of searches and that kind of thing.
But then that also gives you a increase in the amount of attachments you can send or things like that. Is that what it does?
No, it just makes you a lot more available in terms of the search function and also the automatic come up. So if I look for shoes every time I go into new DealShaker, if somebody has a premium package, their ad is going to jump to the front of the queue.
Okay. And it'll also help with searching of locations. So say, example, you want to find all the deals from UK, then the search functions will work for that demographic.
Yes. Okay. And on the old DealShaker, the search function actually does work. It doesn't default to Taiwan or whatever it does at the moment, which is very, very frustrating. We've also improved the number of categories and made them a lot sharper.
Hi, Duncan. Roger again. Someone has just come up with that we're getting quite a lot of chat coming through from all directions. And one of the questions just been asked is, if someone's KYC is pending, can they when the new system is live, can they re-upload again on the new system to try and get approved?
Yes, they can.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Has anyone else got any questions there? Come on, guys. Must have loads of questions.
Can I?
He loves interaction.
The mobile app builder, how will that integrate with DealShaker?
Okay, mobile app builder, I've left completely set. It's running in complete parallel. New DealShaker will work on iOS and Google as if you were using your PC. So for markets where people don't actually use laptops or whatever, like Africa, you're more likely to have a tablet or smartphone. New DealShaker will be available to you in all its functionality.
So it'll sort of render the mobile app builder pointless, or
I don't know. You know, mobile app builder isn't my product. I've never ever paid any attention to it. I don't know what they intend to do with it. You know, I've just gone and made sure that DealShaker is available on Apple and Google.
Yeah, sure. No worries. Cheers.
Cheers.
Duncan, just got a question. It's me, Bruce, from Australia, in Cairns, in Australia. Just the thing on PayPal payment. Is it a PayPal using on that, or is it a PayPal similar system?
No, it's PayPal at the moment.
Oh, okay. That's great. All right. And the Google Map Locator, is that for if you see a product or service on there, you hit the Google Map like you do other sites, it just takes you straight to that site on the map?
Very much so. There are two intentions behind it. One is that you know where to find the merchants. And secondly, you can fine-tune the new system so that it restricts deals to certain neighborhoods. So if you're having a DealShaker Expo, for instance, you can have deals only show up at a certain location on a certain street corner, so that only people at that DealShaker Expo can actually access those deals.
Okay, that's great. All right. We'll catch up with you in Thailand as well, Minda and myself.
Thailand, Vietnam, Trinidad, I'm there.
Thank you.
Another question for you, Duncan. Yeah, Damien again. I was just wondering, on the new platform it showed hotels.com, was it
Booking.com and so on.
Yeah,
yes.
and AliExpress. Are they going to be amalgamated into the DealShaker platform?
Okay, very, very good question. The new DealShaker platform has a thing called Coinback. So any network member or any new user to DealShaker who logs onto the DealShaker site, who's interested in doing something through, say, Booking.com, for instance, can seamlessly go onto the Booking.com site, book their whatever, their holiday, their trip, their airfare, and they get rewarded with coin for having done that through the DealShaker site. Now, the franchise holder gets rewarded fiat because that generates traffic.
But those particular items aren't accepting coin as yet? Those particular
Not
three
as yet,
merchants?
no. They only accept fiat.
Okay.
I've got a couple of questions, Duncan. It's Andrew from Australia. With the new variation in the coin allocation for purchases down to 10%, does that mean that the fiat currency component will be still charged at 25% fee on the 90% if they choose to accept 90% fiat currency payment?
At the moment, yes. We haven't had the opportunity to go and investigate that. I think the 25% is way too high. Once we reach economies of scale, I think it will drop dramatically. It's a radical idea. It's been a very hard sell on my part because it changes quite fundamentally what Dr. Ruja had intended for DealShaker. But it's still very, very early days. And when we start awarding franchises, I expect it's going to be very, very different across different jurisdictions and territories.
Okay. The second question is, Constantine announced that there was 130,000 business or 127,000 businesses on DealShaker.
Yeah.
And the current platform, has it not been loading the new businesses on it? Because we've got quite a few businesses that haven't been loading.
It's still loading new businesses on. With the advent of with the expectation of the new platform, people have held back.
So the new platform does have 127,000 businesses on it ready to go, as stated at the event in Africa?
Yes. Everything that's on old DealShaker is going to be exported onto new DealShaker.
All right. Quite a while, probably 4 or 5 months ago, at a corporate event, there was an announcement that there was 600,000 businesses waiting to be loaded onto DealShaker, and we've just been heard the rumor of 800,000. What do you think the process for those 600,000 businesses previously stated are?
Okay, I personally have never seen more than about 600 businesses waiting to be loaded on. I wouldn't be surprised if there were that many inquiries. People who had actually gone and tried to load them. I don't think that's realistic at all.
Good to know. Thank you.
Out of interest, what event was that where that was said and who said it?
It was 3 or 4 months ago. I don't remember. It was 3 or 4 months ago it was said. I think we're down around about the 65,000 businesses on DealShaker at that stage.
Okay, so that's just before I took over. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Before even the new DealShaker stuff started moving. So
yeah,
we had quite a large backlog of businesses trying to get on and not being approved for forever at that stage. So anyway, that was said then.
Another question for you, Duncan. In regard to the other cryptocurrencies that are going to be accepted on the DealShaker platform, do they have to be able to change those cryptocurrencies into the one and then buy the product, or do they can buy directly using other cryptocurrencies?
No, they'll buy directly using the other cryptocurrencies. But the element of one as part of the price will always remain.
So as an example, if I had a Bitcoin, then I could buy the product using the Bitcoin, or it does get converted? You just broke up a little bit when you said that.
No, for instance, what will happen is if I have something to sell, say a pair of shoes, I could accept a portion of Bitcoin, a portion of fiat or not, and a portion of one. but there's always going to be a requirement that some of the price is in one.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. That's great. My last question, which I had it, but I've lost it. So unfortunately, I've missed the boat on that one.
Sorry, Duncan, just back on that question again. So how many different cryptocurrencies? Is there a couple of different ones that they're going to be accepting, or is there obviously Bitcoin probably one of them? Would it be Ethereum, Lite, or any of the others?
Bitcoin has to be one of them just because of what it is in the market. I'm veering towards Litecoin, but that's by no means decided. And if you guys have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them.
So those two pairs, Bitcoin and Lite's a possibility. Would Ethereum be another possibility as well?
Certainly.
What was that?
We work in an environment where things change so quickly. When we meet again in 2 months' time, the whole universe could be really on its head.
Duncan, sorry. Duncan, I was just going to say, we've just been asked. There's questions flying around in all directions here, but one of the questions just asked is, how many franchises have actually been issued so far?
Only 10 so far.
Okay. So there's still a large part of the world left.
There's just about every other corner of the world left, yes.
Okay.
The only ones that have been issued so far are King James in Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of the Caribbean.
Yes.
The German-speaking countries in Europe went to Pascal. South America is pretty much all carved up. And then, of course, Simon Lee in Vietnam.
Yes.
And Elena in the Ukraine. Other than that, it's all still up in the air, and we're collecting names and, expressions of interest.
Understood. Another thing as well is, I was just going to explain. I've got a question on here, and I know the answer, if that's okay, Duncan. And if I was just going to pass it out here, if that's okay, and you can pick up on it if you wish to. Anyway, a couple of other people are just asking on here, about DealShaker, and the coin, and of accepting other cryptocurrencies, that it might devalue it, and they're saying that like 10% might be too small, of the amount of coin that can be accepted. But what I wanted to say to the people out there is the whole philosophy from what Duncan explained behind this is that it's a toe in the door. If someone's a little bit, well, I don't know, I don't know about this coin, what can I do with it? You can go up, you can scale it up to 90% in fiat currency and just take 10% in actual crypto, Onecoin, and then you can go back the other way. I can tell you now that I know that the company and Duncan, they want as much coin, they want as much 100% coin as possible. But I hope that answers the questions to everyone that actually asked that question. But thank you, Duncan. Yes. Sorry, I hope I answered that correctly.
No, absolutely perfect. A little bite is better than no bite.
Yeah.
No, and whoever you are, the vision is not 100%. The vision is to get the coin out there and to get people to have confidence in it. If you think it's easy to go and sell merchants 100% coin, I invite you to go and try.
Yep. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Alison, I believe you have a question.
Yes, I certainly do. Hello, everybody. Now, my question to you, hello, Duncan. My question to you is, will there be some sort of means of shipping a mode incorporated in the new DealShaker? Because right now there isn't.
Yes, that's a very good question. Our principal problems are shipping, because it's expensive and we don't have economies of scale, and also what we do with refunds. Now, with a franchise model, when everything is localized, we can achieve those economies of scale. And also, if somebody is sitting and looking at London, for instance, it's a lot easier than looking at the whole world. The number of merchants is going to increase tremendously. Finding partners who can deliver and everything else is going to be a lot easier. And by localizing and using local knowledge, we hope to actually make these problems go away to a great extent.
So based on your response, does it mean that the company is actually looking for sources, or how can we interpret it?
No, the franchise holder will be looking for sources.
Oh, I see.
Maximize.
Okay, only where there's franchise assigned, then that will be a probability. Okay.
There are going to be franchises assigned everywhere. The appetite for franchises has gone through the roof. It's been the most exciting thing ever to happen to the network.
Okay.
Duncan, quick question about the franchises. There'll be one main franchise for each country, is there? And then sub-franchises?
It depends on the size of the country. I mean, for instance, Russia, it wouldn't make any sense to give somebody the whole country. It's across 7 time zones, just about a third of the whole world. So it depends.
Okay. The sub-franchises, do they go through the franchise for that area to be a sub-franchiser?
They do. There's a relationship between corporate and the sub-franchiser, or sub-franchisee rather.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Duncan, Michael again, Adelaide, Australia. We've been hearing a little bit about there'll be video. Is it communications, or is it just video advertising for your product?
It can be either. The new platform gives you the ability to load just about anything you want as a dealer.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hey, Duncan, it's Damien again. I was just wondering about the auction again. If an item goes over the normal price of the item with an auction, is it still whoever buys that goods has to pay for that item? Is it like in the past there's been auctions happen and the transaction didn't go ahead because the amount of coins that was generated at the auction was too high. How would that be facilitated in the new platform?
Okay, well, there was one instance of that happening. The new platform works exactly the same as eBay. If I bid and I can't meet the deal, I am sanctioned, and the person who came second by default is the winner. Same as eBay.
And even if the transaction is above the normal price of the product, it will still go ahead and the transaction will be facilitated. Is that correct?
That's correct. Caveat emptor. Or buyer beware.
Mm-hmm.
Duncan, I know it goes right out your criteria just ever so slightly, but the question that keeps coming up in the chat here is about merchants, especially car dealers and things like that, who are accepting 100% Onecoin. Of course, at some stage, they're going to need to buy more stock, etc. Am I right in saying that, maybe January time or something like that, that something may be available for merchants?
Okay. As Constantine has said repeatedly, an exchange opens on the 8th of January.
Yep.
Okay. DealShaker merchants have preferential access to the exchange.
Well, I think that should answer, that has been banded around for a while, yeah. And okay, I hope that answers everybody's questions. Yep, thank you.
One question, if Duncan, you allow me to ask.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, this is Asad. Duncan, there's after this London event, we are facing one question. Can someone buy coins from the DealShaker platform?
Yes, you can buy coins from the DealShaker platform. If you stumble across DealShaker as a pedestrian, you've never ever heard of One Life, you've never ever heard of cryptocurrency, but yet you want to participate, you can be KYC'd, and you can buy coins, and you can go and buy something.
Okay, one more question, if you allow me. So I got a question from India today. one of the Indian diamonds asked me, the countries that are not cryptocurrency friendly, DealShaker is okay in that countries as well, because this is e-merchandising platform. Am I right?
You're perfectly right. DealShaker is not cryptocurrency. DealShaker is a merchant platform that happens to accept Onecoin.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, thank you.
Will accept other cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Mike again from Australia, does that mean then countries like the USA will be able to view it and they won't need a VPN?
I'm hoping so. I'm looking at the USA. I'm fighting very hard for it to be included. I think there's great potential there.
Okay.
Definitely.
Duncan, could you just explain, please? Again, I know the answer, but could you just explain? Someone just asked us now about the cash payment for merchants and that sort of thing through PayPal. I believe it's instant. Am I correct?
You're correct. PayPal is instant and irrevocable.
Okay. So basically then, well, the question is when they do a deal and there is the cash part, that money is available to them immediately, yes?
It hits their PayPal account almost immediately, yes.
Thank you, Duncan.
Roger, if you allow me to ask one more question.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yes,
Duncan, see the PayPal, we are adding PayPal. Now the problem is if people have facing some problems paying through PayPal or all these things, then PayPal will get a lot of emails with complaints and all these things. Can it be affect the platform DealShaker?
It possibly could. PayPal is the lowest common denominator. If you don't understand PayPal and if you can't access it, you probably shouldn't be busy on a platform like DealShaker. PayPal gets hundreds of thousands of complaints every day. But let's see how it works out. It's still very early days.
I understand. Okay, thank you.
Rebecca, I'm just going to say to Duncan, could you tell a little bit? I don't know what Duncan knows about your South Pacific, Vanuatu, etc. Could you just go through and say how it's going and that sort of thing for you guys down there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've made more sales within the week again. But just to let you know that, we've got the papaya plantation in Vanuatu, which we have in 1 acre agricultural strata title lots. We sell off per acreage. We've also got the bungalows in Vanuatu that we've been selling on the DealShaker, and the combined two with now over $7 million in sales. That's a mixture of coin and fiat currency. And we're well on the way to making our payment this year alone. So, the difference that the DealShaker has made to our business has been absolutely huge. So it's definitely happening and working for us. The papaya plantation has just gone ahead in leaps and folds this year. And I mean, the DealShaker has been an amazing platform. I might also point out, I do work for a very forward-thinking company. We will accept any form of cryptocurrency as payment. So we will accept Bitcoin. We'll entertain Litecoin, Ethereum. Anybody that comes to us with coinage, we'll look at it and entertain it. I've been telling people this for about 2 years now. We've been prepared to accept Bitcoin. So longer than what we have Onecoin, because I only became involved with Onecoin about 18 months ago. In that 2 years that I've been pushing for sales for Bitcoin, I have not managed to make one sale. So one sale versus over 7.5 million into the company with Onecoin, just because of that usability and the e-commerce platform of the DealShaker. And that's the difference that it's made to our company. It's been phenomenal. It's been huge. So go DealShaker.
Fantastic. I'm glad to hear it.
Duncan, it's Bruce and Minda from Cairns, Australia again. Something about the merchants you mentioned, the access to the exchange on a percentage rate. Does that mean if they've got thousands of coins, they have more access, or is it a percentage on how much they accept? like 100% Onecoin compared to 10%?
It's 100% versus the 10%.
Okay, all right. Thank you. That's great.
So as an example of Rebecca's business, that will automatically be uploaded onto the DealShaker platform or the new platform, and because I've been accepting 100% Onecoin on their product, then they'll be able to liquidate the coins quite easily through the DealShaker platform.
Through the exchange, not the DealShaker platform.
Okay.
Okay, guys, just looking through the group chat. Some of you have completely lost it.
Duncan.
Yes?
Yeah, this is Marco from Italy.
Oh, Marco, how are you? Did you make it home safe?
Hi. So I have a couple of technical questions about the platform. Considering that the old one has some, problems in terms of modifications of number of coupons, or the new platform will be, easier. For example, it will be possible for the merchants itself to, let's say, to increase the number of coupons available, or maybe put new coupons again when they sold out, or they need to start again like now to make the request to the company or maybe to the franchise holder.
Well, Marco, as the franchise holder for Italy, that decision is entirely up to you.
Yeah. And besides the limit, we have a lot of troubles in Italy. That from my side, I'm not so, convinced that the 10% will be okay. From my side, until now, I pushed always to put 100%. Most of my merchants are 100%, but it's okay. But for this problem, the merchants that I have now, that maybe they won't be so easy to go on exchange and to get most of the coins changed, because they need to buy new goods. They will be able to make some modification on the available deals, or they need to delete and make it again.
No, 100% Onecoin is absolutely perfect. It's what the platform was intended for. It's just different things in different parts of the world. 100% Onecoin has worked beautifully in Italy. It's worked beautifully in Croatia. In other markets, it hasn't worked at all. For instance, there is not a single South African merchant.
Yeah, most of mine are 100%. And this way, we work a lot from the beginning to understand the merchant to accept that. Now, for me, it's difficult to understand, to go back with my mindset. Okay, so also will be difficult to understand to the merchant, that other people can put 10% when we told them from the beginning it was 50-50 minimum. But I understand that probably this is the best way, maybe, to bring more people, more merchants inside the platform in this moment. Last question, regarding the limit, of the number of the coupon to buy. I have a lot of huge problems in Italy with considering that I'm putting most of my merchants 100%, it's so easy that the people can go there and buy all the coupons in one time, So I have so many troubles to put limits, because right now the members can buy 5 coupons at a time, but they can buy 5 and then 5 and then 5, all without stopping. So it would be a possibility to put some limitation really strong for that, or it's going to be just my decision in Italy, for example, to do it.
Well, you're right in both instances. It's your decision, and you can do it on the system. And I'll show you how personally.
Okay, thank you.
Duncan, hi, this is Asad again.
Yeah,
Duncan, one thing, when this, like you said that if South Africa is, there is no deal. I think in that case, South Africa, because the One Life leaders in South Africa did not focus on the DealShaker platform very much. Now, it's like this, Marco, what they are facing, and what we are facing in Uganda or Rwanda, these countries, which are very new to the DealShaker platform. As I understand that Caribbean will switch on first. So after the switch on of Caribbean, before that, will we get like the training videos or how to active new merchants in the new platform? Will these tools available to the network, or it will be like one life that the leaders has to create this?
No, the leaders are not creating this. Remember, DealShaker is not a network tool. DealShaker is a franchise e-commerce platform. We're going to provide all the training.
That's brilliant.
Okay.
Assad,
So
I think
if you want to drive it further, that's perfect. But it's my responsibility to make sure that you have all the tools that you can do whatever you need to do.
Thank you very much, Duncan.
it will be probably easier to go to South Africa for a couple of months.
No.
If I'm going there, I'm sure that I can sign up someone.
Well, good luck. You know, when we made the promise that you could have 10% or 20% Onecoin, the guys getting the franchise there managed to sign up over 100 merchants over one weekend.
Yeah.
Can I just ask another?
We'll go to Cape Town, but the problem is we won't get out of wine farms.
You know,
South African wine is horrible.
I put in Italy, you know, a winery, you know, on a couple of weeks ago, and I put for 2 times in a row 2,000 bottles, and I had to go there and look for the people because they were buying all the wine, you know, 100%. Sold out in 1 hour every time, you know. So this is crazy. This is the power of the platform.
Can I ask?
We're sitting on a volcano.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Listen, guys, I was just going to say we are up on the hour, but is everyone happy to carry on? Since we've got Duncan here and that sort of thing, if there's any more questions and anyone's got anything to say, there's a few things.
I will take 3 more questions.
You're open for 3 more questions.
Yes.
Can I just one of those questions? Michael again from Australia. One of my merchants deals with signs and stickers and that kind of thing. Now, his last deal, he had to redeem 360 coupons. Will we be able to create an instantaneous deal in the regard, like, let's just say, we can say instead of redeeming 360 coupons, can we create a deal that would be worth like 1,800 coin, if you like, so that the value is the same? Because when we tried to do that with the old platform, obviously the deal got rejected because it was stated that the value was too high for the product, but it was only replacing the necessity to redeem 360 coupons individually. Is that possible on the new platform?
That's exactly why I've gone and franchised it, so that you guys in Australia know better what happens in Australia. If it makes sense to you, you just make it happen without shouting at somebody in Sophia who doesn't understand and is speaking in their second or third language. So yes, the new platform makes it possible.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Hi, Duncan. This is Asad again.
Hey, Asad, good. Yeah, how are you?
See, we had a meeting today in London with me, Manoj Zaman and Zamil Khan, because we're jointly organizing the DealShaker Expo. Now, as we believe that UK is one of the hub of this, we believe, and this is a special, what you can say, education, all these things, we believe UK will be switched on very soon. And we needed this one to make motivation to the other parts. And definitely we are getting you in the expo, isn't it?
I'm at the expo. If you want to jump the list in terms of who's being switched on first, you're going to have to speak to Constantine.
All right.
Duncan, 1 second. I mean, in our old platform, in the profile, in the DealShaker, there's a section where you can see the coupon that I bought and the one that I used. Okay, it will be possible to have the one that are really not used, because this is what is important.
If you have a request like that, Marco, the new platform is liquid and fluid enough that I can have it built. for you very, very easily.
Because right now, I mean, when you bought, for example, me, I have one account, I bought 550 coupons, okay? And I have 438 I was checking today already used, and the other one, I don't know which are, I need to check one by one to find out which are the one that I didn't redeem, you know? So
yeah, welcome to my world.
okay.
You know, a big difference between the old and the new platform is that the new DealShaker has its own development team who do nothing except DealShaker 24/7. So if you need changes done on the back end, and remembering that your franchise is going to operate in Italian, therefore making it a lot more easily to deal with and manage, I can have whatever you need done very, very quickly.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Well, thanks very much, guys. It was great speaking to you. Thanks, Roger, for the invite.
Much appreciated you coming on. We'd like to say that, you know, when everything starts getting up and you start having a little bit more time, maybe we could do a little bit of a training and that sort of thing on this webinar.
Fantastic.
Yeah, no, we would like that, and we can sort of push it out and do it in little bites, you know. It would be a good way to get clarification, especially because we spread, you know, it's got to be better than trying to do individually to people or to countries or whatever. So, you know, I'm pretty sure we're all
have to apply somewhere. I'm all for it. So
fantastic. Well, thank you very, very, very much. Much appreciated. I hope everyone's got everything they wanted answered, you know, well, got all their questions answered. I know there is some in the chat, and I do apologize. Some of them weren't really appropriate to DealShaker, so I've just left them. If some people want to bring those up again, you know, we will deal with them for them. Okay. Thank you, Duncan.
Thanks, guys.
Do any of the guys on there, has anyone got anything else to say?
Thanks, Duncan.
Yeah, thank you very much, Duncan. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Great to meet you. Look forward to seeing you in Vietnam.
Just wanted to say, guys, all the expo videos that are well, there's 2 up at the moment, but if anyone's got any more or whatever, they're all being posted on Facebook. So, you know, you can get to see them for, you know, if anyone wants to pick them up or whatever. Okay, we all done, guys?
Thanks, Duncan. See you in Thailand.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Okay, thanks, guys. Cheers.
Go DealShaker.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for everyone that got up early. Those who stayed up late, much appreciated. I don't know. Has anyone got a figure on how many countries we've had tonight? We've had about 40 countries tonight.
40
that we know of.
Okay, well,
we've had a big hit. It's going to be interesting. Duncan, I'll keep you updated on you know, how many it goes out to, because the more people are listening to it, the more people are hearing about the new platform. Big question people were asking just before, and cut me down if I'm wrong, Duncan. Just really quickly. Development for the new site is finishing on Friday, and Trinidad and Tobago will be turned on Friday or maybe latest Monday. Am I correct?
No, you're half correct. Development finishes on Friday. We're going to launch a soft DealShaker.com hopefully early next week, Monday. You know, but it's IT, as I said. Yeah. Trinidad and Tobago get the first franchise, but everybody will be able to log in onto the new DealShaker and play around, do their KYC, load a merchants, whatever, next week.
Oh, that's more than I knew.
That's brilliant.
That's really fantastic. No, we didn't know that. Fantastic. Thank you, Duncan.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Well done. Sorry if we've missed anyone chats. You know, hey, if you need to know any more information, guys, get back to the person who invited you to this webinar. Much appreciated. Thank you to everyone. Good night.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye-bye.
You know.